and and now it says we live.
I see the live now. We're good.
Woo! Welcome.
A Russian doll.
So many options, so many things to do.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, one day we learn, right?
One day, in theory.
So if you're watching this on replay, welcome everyone. This is our new every Sunday night show.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm still Keith.
And I am pretty much still Richie.
Yeah, that's the game there. And bring us on a little side over there.
There we are. Hi. Well, we're here again, and we had a show. We had a show on Tuesday, but we are going to talk about something slightly the same, a little more acute, and it is the final order due page of our fancy little website. Keith, you want to explain what that is? Final orders due, or people have heard of FOC, they've heard FOD. What is it?
So somehow, and I don't think you and I actually planned it to work out this way, but our shows kind of lined up in order. The last show that we did was when the catalog drops. That's the furthest out that you could be from when product's going to be here. But you could start planning ahead. You can start looking ahead. Final orders due, the final order cutoff, all these interchangeable words. Give us a final date. It's Monday nights when I sit here and I type in all the final numbers to when we could turn around and lock in our numbers on everything that we're ordering for comics. Yes. So we may put a number in early and kind of guess at it, and then we'll sit there, tweak it, and add in a little bit with, say, oh, Richie's added so many people to the list. Oh, we heard some buzz. Yeah. And we start going from there. So this today, and what we put up on the website, is the numbers that are due tomorrow. It's all the open order product, so whether it's A covers or B covers, and it gives us an opportunity to highlight it and get everybody's orders in and get exactly on, especially variants they want, because there is a lot of variants that we didn't even see until the last 3 or 4 days.
Right. Hopefully, if things are going correctly with publishers and such, this is the most accurate to date we have, with new pictures and things like that of those signs I've been saying, like no picture release. You're hoping that we got a lot more information by this point from the catalog days.
Yes, and even just an hour ago, I got to update several of these images. So if you'd like to follow along, and hey, shout out to Digital Overlord, following along live with us. Again, you can watch us on replay, although the window of this usefulness is pretty narrow.
Yes.
We lock the orders tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So if there's
MST,
Mountain Standard Time, good point. That's a fair point, because we do support mail orders and all that. You can be anywhere in the world, and we'll get you taken care of. But you can take a look. You can follow along with us on our website page. I'm going to drop in a link to that into chat right away, so that if you'd like to scroll it around, you can do that. You can place orders through the website. If you are a Hold Slot member, you can place requests directly with us by sending messages. But we really set up the website so that you could place your orders as a Hold Slot for requests on the website itself. If you have any questions about how that works, please see us, and we will help you push it through.
Okay, so you're on our website. Did you show everybody from the homepage how you get to where you're at?
I will jump right there now. Kind of had it all cheated and already in, but that's a fine point. So from the homepage, you can get to our shop links and the different options that you have. New release rack. Ooh, we should talk about that in 2 days, huh?
Yes.
Intent. Everybody join us 6 p.m. on Tuesday. We'll go to this page.
Yeah.
We went to the ordering catalog.
We've been there. We know how to do that now.
What about the in-between? Final orders due. Right there again gives you the details that we have up there and all this. Items are due by 6 p.m. on Mondays. You can look ahead, although I will tell you this: as you look ahead, it gets sketchier.
Right.
Not everything is loaded for the 8th and the 15th yet. My initial, what I know about for the 1st is loaded, but there is a lot of images missing. This is really good information the weekend right before the Monday.
Right.
They are theoretically going to lock it on Fridays. They can add in things up to that point, and hopefully we get all the images by then. Not 100%. You'll see a couple things here missing, but we do have good information here.
Excellent. All right. So if I'm in here, a lot of things that you, I think, as a personal shopper are going to want to look at are your just favorite things. The first things you look at every time, to make sure that either you're on for it or you don't want to miss out. In this case, I would say, could you show me how to look up all facsimiles?
So if you want to, I will say the answer is no.
Okay.
And I'll get there's no facsimiles on this week.
Oh,
but
okay.
If you want to turn around and do searches, here's some of the big deal stuff there. By vendor is a really big area. If you are a DC guy, you could turn around and filter to DC. If you are a Marvel guy,
yes.
You see how alphabetically we're all up right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I jump straight to Marvel Comics, all that Absolute Universe stuff disappears, and we get into just the Marvel Comics.
Gotcha.
And you can do that through the different publishers. Also types. If you are into trades and hardcovers, if you are into just the comics, you can filter down this way so that you don't see pieces you're not looking for.
Perfect.
Artist is going to be about your interior artist.
Mm-hmm.
Cover artist is about who is doing the covers.
So like, I'm a big Frisson fan. How would I pull that bad boy up?
In the cover artist, you can either scroll down to Jenny, or right there inside cover artist, you could just type Frisson and it'll pop to you.
Aha.
You can see that this week, did you even know about Marion Heretic?
Right. And that's a classic Frisson move, is to just put a cover on something I never heard of before. And that's how I can make sure I don't miss out.
Yes. Other big deals here in all this are crossover events. So if you turn around and want to see, you've been following all things One World Under Doom. Although, while that's mostly wrapped up by this point in time, we do have a second print on the Fantastic Four #2 and the trade paperback for the Doctor Strange of Asgard right there. So that's part of that there. The other big one I think that's pretty big inside this is cover theme. And so we have people who have been chasing all the Alex Ross.
Yep.
This was an easy way to click on and see all the Alex Ross Timeless that are up for order.
And that's different from crossover event, because this is a theme on covers, not necessarily anything else.
Yeah, we're not expecting any of these books to actually relate to each other except for this specific cover.
Perfect.
And that's what a cover theme is. Like they've been doing these Halloween masks.
Nice. Yep. That's cool.
Kind of fun. And then if you have been chasing all of, this is a big one, the Marvel Rivals ones.
Yes.
And these two books, I'm actually expecting to be pretty popular this week. They are on my list of pay attention tos, because both have big time costumes for the game. They recently had come out and talked about how much money had been made by when they selling these costumes, because, well, the gamers like the scantily clad. In addition, you're also talking about two decent books here with X-Men 22 and the Jeff the Land Shark #4. So they both are going to have a little bit of popularity for that reason there. And if you haven't seen these yet, this is a new one here, the Muppets 70 Years. If you didn't realize Muppets were 70 years old, they are going to be doing Muppet variants on a lot of Marvel books in this coming month. This one they didn't even have completed because it will be in color here, but Javier Garron's for Amazing Spider-Man Torn #1 is going to have Miss Piggy swinging into action.
Excellent. All right. Go ahead, Keith. Sorry.
I was thinking is that outside of that, that's mostly everything there. And you can get a little bit thinner. Like I said, there was trades at the top, and you could get to specifically just DC trades by selecting our shelf location. This is divided up by where everything is on the floor. The big deal there, I would really point out, would be manga, because you could get all of the different manga publishers on your screen at once.
Oh, that's really good.
So I think we can move and transition into talking about
some stuff, some highlights.
Yes.
All right.
Anything jumping up for you?
Yeah. So I had a few, and some of these I think are unique to how many we would actually order for the store. So the first one is Captain Planet number 5. There's a Ben Oliver variant that there's this sneaky thing in comic books. When you put a shark on the cover, it sells a little bit better than it would normally. And obviously Ben Oliver's big, but just in general, I think the cover's gorgeous. And because it's Captain Planet, we're not talking like we're going to order 30 of these things. There might be 3 that hit the rack if we're aggressive. So this would be a great opportunity to make sure you're on that or get one ahead of the game. That way you don't have to worry about seeing if we order it for the store or not.
This is also a readable comic. And what I mean by that is that, sometimes with you want a variant cover because it's just an amazing, obvious variant cover. But Captain Planet has been written by friend of the store, David Pepose.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
and we all know how Pepose likes to up the ante with your classics. So
he's been having a lot of success with taking on some of these licensed properties. And so this is definitely something that you could easily check into and read about there.
One of the harder, you already went over the Alex Ross. I had wrote that down. But one of the things that I like using this for is kind of a pre-check. A lot of people do this physically in store. They'll come in and they'll look down the line. So if you can look up Catwoman on this one,
I'm doing a lot of cheating by just jumping around by publisher, since I know who's what, and it filters things pretty good for me.
But you can kind of look at the Catwoman variants, I think, are really strong right now, and trying to decide which one I actually want to get I think using this for that purpose is one of the better ideas. In Catwoman's case, there's that gorgeous Cho. There is just a ton of really good, I think, covers available.
The Del Auto month. We have not been able to see every cover prior to ordering. And there is one on here, the Del Auto for, I believe it's Detective Comics. We still don't have an image on, but you have that. And then I have to say, I've started following him on
social
Facebook. Yeah. Because he smarts off in my kind of attitude, and I like it.
Yeah. Dan Benosian is on a level right now with everything he touches. And this is no exception.
This is good.
It's very good.
Very good. It's very thematic. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Dan.
Yes. Then from there, I have another one that I think we ran into this problem once before, but it's Detective Kaiju.
Yes.
Again, I didn't write names down.
Massive. That would have been Massive Publishing.
I think you're right. So Detective Kaiju here, for those that are eagle-eyed, these guys have a really unique way of doing homage variants. And I know they did a Batman animated series one that was way under the radar. And now they're doing a Dick Tracy Shin Godzilla mashup with that red cover there. And that's incredible. And again, it's so under the radar that obviously, like, we're probably going to bring in a little amount, but it's such a good cover. And I can't tell you anything about the writing. I do know 2 people that are reading it and they love it. But the cover alone, I think, is worth the price of admission on that bad boy. And another one that we would not bring a ton in. So
this is exactly the type of book that you're going to see an alert on, say, what is it, Key Collector, on Comic Tom, on that, where they're going to turn around and tell everybody, hey, request this at your store. And then we get bombarded with a whole bunch of pre-orders right away on Tuesday when we receive it, and emails for people who have been staying up on this. This is take a look. And, if it's your type of thing, get in now, as opposed to playing catch up and trying to be first in line. That's not going to last long. Even if we order a decent amount on that, it's not going to last very deep into Wednesday.
Exactly. All right. And then I had Justice League Red #2. And in this one,
I did see this one. I know what you're talking about here.
I bet you do. Another person that's just been super highlighted for a while is Mark Spears.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a ton of DC variants going on. It is a bit of a theme going on with DC. He's got a ton of these coming out. And just another one that I think people might want to be aware of and make sure you don't miss out on those. You can kind of be involved right here.
I wanted these themed variants to be two things different. Like this has been what the theme has been, and I wanted them to be. I didn't want them to be distressed. You can see the distressed on the edge.
I hate those.
I'm less of a fan about that.
Yeah.
But I also didn't want this purple to be purple. I wanted it to be silver. Do you know what this theme is from? You've seen this.
I know I've seen it, but I couldn't tell you.
So the early 1990s, there was a DC Comics card set called Cosmic Cards. This is the card design. So this is a trading card.
It did look like a trading card to me, yes.
Yes, these are trading card variants. They specifically go back to, I want to say it's a 1992 set, but it's called Cosmic Cards, DC Cosmic Cards, and it is specific to that. He's put his art in the frame of that, and I really liked them. And the very first one that popped out, the preview image was silver, but for whatever reason, they decided they didn't love the silver. They wanted to go with something different on the color, and I was bummed out. I wanted the silver match on that.
Then I got sad. Yep.
It's still amazing art for the character.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't lose anything there. Just a little bit on the theme for me. I can give it 8 out of 10. Not the full 10.
Another one is Nightwing 130.
Well, you're a DC fanboy, aren't you?
I am a DC fanboy, but I'm thinking on this case, I'm thinking of comic books that I know sell off the rack too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And Nightwing at the pumpkin patch
spice
is going to hit hard, and I think that those that are thirsty for Nightwing and his pumpkin patch would want to get it early and make sure you don't miss out.
There are several of these that have been popping up. They are all add-ons post initial order, but they are called Pumpkin Spicy. Is what the entire thing is called. It's got the little Lycon on it there, but again, kind of crossing over your fall theme and swimsuit issue kind of thing.
Yes.
And there are a couple of them that are coming up that I already have to have been much higher on because I know that they're gonna just blow the doors off.
Absolutely. We move on from there to a thing called from Image Comics, No Man's Land number 1.
This was one of my number ones that I definitely wanted to hit because. And I'm gonna murder his name.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna try.
I think it's Simon Kurdansky.
That's not bad. That's not a bad guess.
But right here, there are so many options because his main cover, really great. No problem there. The number 2 cover is actually done with Brian Michael Bendis.
Nice.
And then he goes homage heaven.
Yeah, just goes crazy with homage covers.
And I can't imagine which one Richie's going to choose.
Yeah. For Whiteout. The thing about this is that I also can't imagine genuinely how difficult it is to try to order something like this, right? So I always give it up to Keith and Sean for doing everything they can to try to bring the right amount of comics to our store to sell to everybody. But this is nightmare math going on, right? We have 3 different homage variants, a great A cover, and a Bendis variant. And we have to assume without any data, because it's a number 1, how many of those we're going to bring in and put on the rack. So in this case, it's like, why not just get online early and buy the one you actually want? Because this reminds me of Tony Fleeks and his Feral, with the horror variants. The horror variants blew up. They were just huge. And in this one, we have a 7 homage, Whiteout, and Hunt for Red October.
I'm trying to get too clever for this. By the way, I also didn't charge my headphones, so hopefully I didn't just go. Am I too terrible on?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
So I picked up.
Didn't even notice, to be honest.
Good, because my headphones had just shut off.
They're just like, I'm tired, boss.
Yeah.
Quit it with the shows.
So there's that Hunt for Red October one.
Yes.
The 7.
And
Whiteout.
Perfect.
3 different ones there. Pretty big. While we're here and just hanging out there, I was going to give a little shout out over here to Viking Moon.
Okay.
I don't know if this was on your radar and all this.
It was not.
Friend of the store, Joe Pruitt, who had written books, actually had been one of the heads at, I want to say he was Caliber Comics in the early 90s. Then was a writer. Then more recently in all this was the head of Aftershock for a long time.
Gotcha.
So
now they got a book
coming back with a book he's writing again. It is just the straight up A cover only kind of thing. So
okay, good. The one I have next on mine is actually Star Wars Insider.
Oh, the magazine on my list.
Yes. Again, another example of something we're not going to bring a ton of in. However, this cover is glow in the dark and awesome. So I think it would be hotter than your typical Star Wars Insider. And there's a potential that you at home might want one.
Yeah, this is definitely, we don't have the other covers on here because this is a advanced solicit special order item. Because of the glow in the dark treatment, they need an extra week or two to print it. So we have to put our orders in a little bit earlier to be able to get these in and keep them on the rack at the same time that the normal issue comes out. But I did see this. I thought that the skeletons, the Halloween theme, and all this was pretty good. It is scheduled to ship October 15th. So it's right there in the.
So even if you're not feeling it right now, I promise by October, you're going to be like, I want that comic.
It's a fun cover. Like there have been popular covers on Star Wars Insider when the Grogu ones hit, Mandalorian stuff hit, some of the other main characters from the different eras of Star Wars. They've had some popularity.
We move from that to kind of the same handoff, but this is going to be IDW's Starship Godzilla #1.
The Kai Sei era.
Correct. This is the new era of Godzilla, so they're reintroducing a lot of other takes, and my eye went to another homage cover that I think we'll under order on because it is IDW Starship Godzilla. So Godzilla folks are loyal but tiny, and I don't know if we bring in a ton of these, but that cover is great.
If it was just a Godzilla cover, it's going to sell a couple. You know, it's not big and it's not huge in that area. But like you said, being homage and how different fan bases cross over into this, it's easy for others to pick this up. The Kai Sei era that is going on right now with all things Godzilla is covering about 4 or 5 different miniseries, and from IDW. Kai Sei in Japanese means resurrection. So it is again kind of a jumping on points. You don't have. I mean, I don't know how much you have to be deep into the Godzilla lore to enjoy Godzilla story anyway. But it's not. You're not lost. The story is just what this is. You could be jumping in at any point in time on #1s and not have a problem at all with this.
And then finally, I brought to attention, because I think we should just talk about it, anybody that's a Dynamite fan. So we can bring up Vampirella Armageddon #3. The thing about Dynamite is they are the kings of having a lot of variants. And we just cannot bring in every single one. So when you're a Dynamite fan, I think that this is probably a very important page and timeline for you specifically. You should be dedicated to your FOC orders. You should absolutely get in early and get in all the covers you want to get ordered for you specifically, because there's a good shot one's going to be missing as a representation on the new release rack.
Dynamite was very entrenched with Diamond. The two companies and the owners of those companies go back a long, long time, back to the distributor wars in the 90s. And Dynamite was basically the last to ever leave Diamond after all the problems. Well, we are finally caught up with Dynamite's transition over to Lunar. So we're getting the information at a reasonable time. We're not, we're ordering with all the covers available, for us to see. You can see the Captain Planet, DuckTales, Herculoids, and Vampire Armageddon this week. So at least we're getting the information ahead of time. We're able to get on that, and that gives you a chance for it. And like you brought up here and all this, a main cover by Mattina, a cosplay cover, a lyrics cover, and a Linsner. I mean, it's pretty crazy. The last three that are repeats here, that of the A cover, they allow you to get some really, really high-end covers at a specific cost. So the metal premium printed on metal is $100 book, and the limited version, they will only print so many of these. It is kind of a little bit print to order, but the limited version here is $50 for that version. It's interesting too, because the week that this comes out, the following week the limited version will, and the week after that will be the metal. It's always staggered 1 week and 2 weeks after for those premium covers, because they are exactly print to order, and they are a special process and treatment that have to go through with all that.
And as you pointed out, I didn't even think about that, but this is the only way typically you're going to get a limited version or a metal premium from this shop, because we're not ordering them just to put them on the rack.
Yeah, we're not stocking. We will order if you want it.
Yeah,
we're done
not stocking, but we're not denying. That's the whole point, is that we do make it available for you up until the point of the final order.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything I thought I would highlight this week.
I think the big one I'm still going to highlight that really is about the FOC is that you get the opportunity to catch up on missed comics with additional printings. Yes. And it's been screaming at us on the front of this page every time we've gotten here.
Yep.
DC's coming back one more time through for another round of the printings for Absolutes. This week is Batman and Wonder Woman. But you'll see here, this is issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So everything 1 through 7, you can get an additional printing on that. And it's 8th printing. There's special Jay Lee ones on the number 1s now. Those are the only ones that are going to be new and unique art. Everything else is the same art that was the A cover from back then. So again, that's mostly Dragotta. I think actually it's all Dragotta.
Yep, it's all Dragotta that I see. Yep.
When you get down to Wonder Woman, there's your Jay Lee unique for number 1, and then they're reprinting 1 through 10 on Absolute Wonder Woman, from 7th prints to 5th prints to 2nd prints for all these different ones here.
Awesome.
So you're, I think almost all of this is Hayden Sherman for the covers on that. So again, gives you a chance to turn around and do it. Although, if you'd like, both of those books have come out with collected editions by now. So if you are late to the party for this, this is a absolutely everyone should be telling you to read it type series. I think even the offshoot series of Martian Manhunter, Flash, and Green Lantern have been can't misses. The talent and what they're being allowed to do with the stories with here without being encumbered by any kind of history and not throwing away the history. The characters are still the characters. They just are massively different because their environment is different.
It feels very high octane, and it feels very new reader friendly, as well as giving you love to what you consider your character if you're reading it. So if you are reading Batman, I do think you should be reading Absolute Batman, and it goes the same across the board. If you like Green Lantern, I think that Absolute Green Lantern is for you, and I think you shouldn't let it pass you up. And whether you're getting that through first prints, 8th prints, or trade paperbacks, I do think you should start consuming them as soon as possible, because the universes are they're still connected. I know that, but I think that they keep threading big crossover events with ramifications to both universes. So it's really fun.
Real quickly, the Marvel second prints, again, because this is the first time you're getting an opportunity to see them and all this. Fantastic Four number 2 has a second print. None of these have new covers. They may have variant covers as their one. Predator Kills is my next one here. Predator Kills the Marvel Universe number 1 has a second print in case you missed that. And Uncle Scrooge.
Second print, yes.
Yeah, just the second prints on these. So Uncle Scrooge, Earth's Mightiest Duck there. another one of the, commingling of Universe's story there in that area. So it's, this is your opportunity. If you missed them when they were hot, this is a time to reorder them. If we as a store had sold out of the issue as a first print, we will be carrying some. But again, if it's super hot, then now it's elbows up, and who gets there first on. That's it.
It's first come, first serve, quick
to help you beat the rush on that.
Exactly.
Again, orders can be placed in directly on the website. You guys can turn around. If you are a hold slot, you are allowed to select the option at checkout that says pay in store, pick up in store. Everybody can pick up in store. I shouldn't say that's exclusive to hold slots, but pay in store is a hold slot privilege. If you have any problems with that, please message the store, and we will get to make sure that you're set up on your account to be allowed to do the pay in store option. But get your orders in before 6:00 tomorrow to guarantee your copies on this. We've never had a problem fulfilling any of the orders on this unless they cancel a book. I had that come up for the first time here recently with a smaller publisher. But almost everything that you're going to see on here, all these publishers are pretty stable. You shouldn't have any much of an issue in that direction there. So Perfect. We just going to be back every week for this to turn around and chat about and point out things that we think that you should give a once over to. See, digital overload. See, it's perfect. I'm hoping you guys can run along with aside with us as we bring up stuff. Go, and I'll add to cart, because none of the things we're showing you here have limited quantities. No. So everything is an unlimited quantity at this point in time. Our system will limit you to one issue purchase, but if you would like multiple copies on pre-order type stuff, please contact us. We will turn around and take care of you on that. We can do it on pre-orders. Once it's already arrived here, we do limit it to one per person so that everybody gets a chance. We like spreading the love, make sure everybody's covered. But that is the game show for today. Feel free to tune back in on Tuesday, where we run something similar but totally different, because it'll be all the things that have arrived and are going on sale the next day. And you'll have the access right then and there to get in on variants and even the ratio variants on our Tuesday night show.
Perfect, my friend. We'll see you all Tuesday then.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.